Children participate in different types of early care and education settings the year before they start kindergarten. These experiences can help young children build the knowledge and skills needed for kindergarten and elementary school. A recent report by NCES explores relationships between children's main care arrangement before kindergarten and their academic skills at kindergarten entry. In this study, children were grouped into 5 categories based upon their main care arrangement, which was the setting in which they spent the most time on a regular basis. The first group, parent care only, included children who mainly received care only from their parents. The other groups were center-based care, home-based relative care, home-based non-relative care, and multiple arrangements for children who spent an equal amount of time in 2 or more types of care. The Early Childhood Longitudinal Study, Kindergarten Class of 2010-11, collects information from parents and teachers in kindergarten through 5th grade and includes assessments of children's skills. Parents reported on their child's care arrangements the year before kindergarten. 21% of children who were first-time kindergartners in the fall of 2010 received care only from their parents on a regular basis the year before kindergarten. In comparison, 55% were mainly in center-based care, 15% were in home-based relative care, 6% were in home-based non-relative care, and 3% were in multiple arrangements for equal amounts of time. Main care arrangements the year before kindergarten varied by characteristics of children and their families. For example, the percentages of Hispanic and Pacific Islander children who were mainly in center-based care were lower than the percentages of children from other racial ethnic groups. Another characteristic of interest is children's household socioeconomic status, or SES, which was based on their parents' education levels, occupations, and the household income. It was more common for children from low SES households than for those from higher SES households to receive care only from their parents the year before kindergarten. In contrast, it was more common for children from high SES households than those from lower SES households to attend center-based care as their main arrangement. It is also possible to explore whether children's reading and math skills at kindergarten entry were related to their main care and education arrangement the year before. The kindergarten reading assessment measured basic skills like letter recognition, rhyming words, and vocabulary. The math assessment measured concepts like numbers, shapes, patterns, and basic addition and subtraction. In 2010, children who had only received care from their parents the year before kindergarten, and those who had been mainly in home-based relative care, scored lower in reading at kindergarten entry than their peers who had mainly attended center-based care. There were also differences in math scores in relation to children's main care arrangement. Kindergartners who had only received care from their parents the year before kindergarten, and those who mainly received home-based relative care scored lower at kindergarten entry than their peers who had mainly received center-based care or home-based non-relative care. In both reading and mathematics, these patterns persisted after taking into account children's socioeconomic status and race ethnicity. Visit nces.ed.gov to learn more and view the full report on primary early care and education arrangements and achievement at kindergarten entry.